Where I once cleaned with pride for all of the possibility of what could be, I now see the loss of all we could have been. The house where I poured so many dreams, just another promise left unfulfilled. Floorboards are missing, paint peeling on the exterior, our living space shared with all manner of beasts and vermin that push their way inside all available nooks and crevices, the proximity to the water, not even 50 feet away, the only thing to recommend it. Tom's boat is moored in the cove, within an easy distance. When Tom is at sea, the cottage is cozy. The mangroves surrounding us are protection from the outside world. When he is home, it is a pair of hands around my neck.
"Storm's coming,"
Tom rumbles, his back to me, the added weight from the baby making my footsteps heavier than usual, announcing my presence before I have steeled myself for the first moment of contact. His chair is positioned so he can gaze out the window at the ocean beyond. For a fisherman, the weather is everything.
"Rainstorm in the Bahamas,"
he adds, his voice gruff with sleep and an indescribable undertone that has developed through the years of our marriage.
"It'll head this way eventually."
It was Tom's love of the sea that first drew me to him. The way the water clung to his skin, the faint taste of salt on his lips when he'd sneak a kiss, the wind in his hair, the sense of adventure when he would go out on his boat. I was younger then, just 15 when we started dating, 16 when we married, and I was drawn to things that seemed innocuous at the time. His big hands, the muscle and sinew in his tanned forearms, the broad shoulders built from days hauling boxes and crates of questionable origins. I thought he was a man who would keep me safe. Another promise broken. "Will the weather be bad?" I ask. We get our fair share of storms down here in our little corner of the world. We've been fortunate we haven't had a strong one recently, but when I was just a girl, we had a nasty hurricane hit Key West. Luckily, no one died, but I still remember the wind blowing my parents' cottage around, the water threatening to engulf it. I was absolutely terrified.
"No one seems to think it's anything to worry about,"
Tom answers.
"Heard on the radio that the Weather Bureau thinks it'll miss us."
"Will you go out on the water today?" I struggle to keep my tone light. I've learned not to press the issue of where he'll go or what he'll do. Times like these, a man will resort to all manner of things to put food on the table. Tom grunts in acknowledgement. I walk toward the countertop, careful to keep my body out of reach, my hip connecting with one of the knobs on the stove, my foot brushing against the icebox in the floor. In a cramped cottage, in a cramped marriage, you learn to use the physical space around you as a buffer of sorts, to make yourself fluid and flexible, to bend to the will of another. But now my body has changed, my stomach bloated, my limbs ungainly, and I've had to relearn the art of taking up as little physical space as possible, for me and the baby. It's difficult to be quick when you carry the extra weight of another. I set Tom's breakfast in front of him. He clamps down on my wrist, applying just the right pressure to make me wince, but not enough to make me fall to my knees. The state of our relationship isn't just evident in the physical condition of the cottage. I bear the marks of our marriage, too.
"Why do you want to know if I'm going out on the water?"
he demands. I was worried. If the weather is bad, it'll be dangerous. He tightens his grip, his fingernails digging into my skin.
"You think I don't know my way around the sea? I've been fishing these waters since I was a boy."
My wrist throbs, my skin flashing hot as the pain crashes over me, my knees buckling beneath the weight of my belly and the pressure of his fingers. I grab the edge of the table with my free hand, struggling to steady myself. I know, it's the babe. This close, I'm just nervous. I'm sorry.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.